ओम नमो लोए सर्वत्र कालवर्ती हरियंताणम नमो लोए सर्वत्र कालवर्ती सिद्धाणम नमो लोए सर्वत्र कालवर्ती आयर्याणम नमो लोए सर्वत्र कालवर्ती वज्जायाणम नमो लोए सर्वत्र कालवर्ती श्रावणम ओंकारं बिंदु संयुक्तं नित्यं ध्यायन्ति योगिनं कामदं मोक्षदं चैव ओंकाराय नमो नमः नमः समय साराय स्वानुभूत्या चकासते चित्स्वभावाय भावाय सर्वभावान्तरच्छिदे अज्ञानतिमिरन्धानां ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। ॐ नमः सिद्धेभ्यो ॐ नमः सिद्धेभ्यो Om Sri Sudhatmane Namaha. Jai Jinendra. So today is December 6, 2025, Saturday, and we are continuing our class on Chhadhaala. We are in Dhala number 2, and we have started now Grahit Mithyatva. So far we talked about Agrahit Mithyatva. Now we are talking Grahit Mithyatva. So what's there in Grahit Mithyatva? Basically in Grahit Mithyatva, we just have to understand about Mithya Darshan, Mithya Gyan, Mithya Charitra. Or Grahit Mithyatva, we also learn Mithya Darshan, Mithya Gyan, Mithya Charitra. Same thing we are going to learn Grahit Mithyatva, Mithya Darshan, Mithya Gnan, Mithya Charitra. Now, when we learn Mithya Darshan, Mithya Gyan, Mithya Charitra, whether it's Agrahit or Grahit, inborn wrong concept or acquired wrong concept, either of the one, main thing is Grahit Mithya Darshan or Agrahit Mithya Darshan. Majority of the weight is given to Grahit Mithya Darshan or Agrahit Mithya Darshan. Inborn wrong faith or acquired wrong faith. So let me bring the slide where we were last time. I want to try to find it out where we were. Okay, I think we were on this slide. Let me just share. Okay. So let's see. So Grahit Mithya Darshan. Grahit Mithya Darshan means acquired wrong concept, acquired wrong faith. Grahit Mithya Darshan. That's the most important part. So that goes on to the three main points. Kuguru, Kudev, Kudharma. Faith on to have Kuguru, Kudev and Kudharma. So now we are talking Kuguru. Who could be called Kuguru? Who could be called false teacher? That's what we are discussing. I think we discussed this slide, so we will just have to last week, so we will just recapitulate and then continue from there. Kuguru is very important. Why? Remember, for you, me, for all of us, the spiritual guidance, we have to have faith on the Dev, Guru and Shastra. Dev, Guru and Shastra. Dev means omniscient Lord. Last omniscient Lord, last Tirthankar Bhagwan, it occurred 2500 years back, Mahavir Swami. So we don't have Tirthankar Bhagwan or Kevali Bhagwan in this Jambu Dvip Bharat Kshetra right now. So, omniscient Lord is not available to me. So now only two entities are remaining, the Guru and Shastra. Aryan Bhagwan, Tirthankar Bhagwan, Kevali Bhagwan gave the Deshna, gave the discourses, Divya Dhvani. And in that Deshna, what was the Deshna? What form of Deshna was it? What form of discourses Tirthankar Bhagwan gave it? What form of discourses Mahavir Swami gave as a 24th Tirthankar? What kind of discourses Rishabh Dev to Parsna to Mahavir Swami every Tirthankar gave? What was the message? Tirthankar Bhagwan speaks in the form of a Omkar Dhvani, which is called Divya Dhvani, divine sound. This divine sound is a form of Om. That's all. Tirthankar's whole body, let's presume Mahavir Swami right now or 24th Tirthankar, let's presume that we are sitting in Rajgrahi right now in the Samosaran, in Mahavir Swami's Samosaran. And what is he speaking? He's not speaking like me and you. From his whole entire body, Om sound comes out. Om sound comes out. This Om is called Nirakshari. It's called unitary word, unitary letter. Actually, in word Om, everything is included. When Tirthankar Bhagwan says Om, Gandhar Bhagwan, like Gautam Swami and 11 first disciples, they accept this Om sound and then they create 12 Ang and 14 Purva out of it. Means huge amount of scriptures are created from this Om sound. And you may say, this is far-fetched idea. I don't believe that one. Yes, you should say that. You should raise that question in your mind. If you don't understand that part, you have to raise that question. How can a single word like Om can have 12 Ang and 14 Purva? Do you know what 12 Ang means? First Ang is a Acharang Sutra. 18,000 chapters. Each chapter is 5.1 million plus slok. Acharang Sutra. Second is Sruta-Krutang Sutra. 36,000 chapters. Each chapter is 5.1 million plus slok. And you keep on going all the way up to 12 Ang. That much amount of knowledge comes out from word Om alone. and you said, this is far-fetched thing, I don't believe, you tried to push shovel through our throat, but we are not going to accept that one. How can you have one simple word and then you can have 12 ang and 14 purvas coming out of it? Understand? Valid argument. And if you don't have this argument, something is wrong with you. You have to have this argument in your mind. Remember, you all go to Pathshala. You adults in the class, they already had gone to Pathshala before. The very first time it was taught in the Pathshala class, Om, word Om. And it said, word Om means, letter Om has 5 things included. A, U, Ma. 5 things, A, U, Ma. Combined together, when you combine them, it becomes Om. Om. Ma. First A was Ashariri, means Siddha Bhagwan. Second A was Arihant. The third one was Acharya. U, Upadhyay. Ma, Muni. A means Ashariri means Siddha Bhagwan having the 8 attributes. Second, A means Aryan Bhagwan means 46 attributes and without 18 faults. Third, letter A means Acharya, 36 attributes. Fourth is Upadhyay, 25 attributes. Muniraj, 36 attributes. Wait a second. Did you get all this thing from letter Om only? And those 8 attributes are, what are those 8 attributes? What are those 46 attributes, 36 attributes, 25 attributes, 28 attributes? All those things, when you go divide, subdivide everything. You mean everything came out from word Om only? So right in front of you, you see the effect of word Om. Now, this is you and me. We are the lower strata. Tirthankar Bhagwan is giving Deshna Om Dhvani. And Gandhar Bhagwan, he is a disciple, he is an extremely learned person. Indrabhuti Gautam, first disciple of Mahavishwami, first Gandhar of Mahavishwami. Indrabhuti, Agnubhuti, Vayubhuti, there are 11 brothers are there. They create 12 ang, and now I don't feel any surprise about it. So Tirthankar Bhagwan is no more in front of me right now to give me that Omkar Dhvani. So Tirthankar Bhagwan is out, so remaining Guru and Shastra are remaining. Scripture, as we talk, all these 12 ang, huge, super huge things. Think about just this Pravachansar alone. How many 275 stanzas are there? Samaisar, 415 stanzas are there. Atmakhyati, 278 Kalash are there. And Chhadhaala, 6th chapter. Huge scriptures. I have no capacity to digest all the things. So, that scripture I can't digest alone. So Guru is the one is most important, who teaches me. He makes tailor-made message for me. when the teacher is in the first grade kids, she will teach Namokar mantra, Chattari Mangalam. Second, third grade kids, she will teach some stories of her Bhagwans and everything. Then some karma related thing. And then nature of the soul, etc. Depending on the level of the student, the teacher will give tailor-made delivery of the subject. शिक्षक अपने शिष्य के अनुसार अपनी शिक्षा देंगे. PhD teacher will teach PhD student. और वो ग्रेड स्कूल के टीचर, प्राइमरी स्कूल के टीचर, they will teach the primary kids kids. They will show A, B, C, D, etc., etc. So here we have it. Teacher, guru is very. So now over here it says, stay away from the false guru. Why is false guru important? Because false guru can lead me on the wrong directions. So here, what it says over here, false teacher does not know the real nature of the soul free from ragadi state. कुगुरु को समझ नहीं है कि रागादि दशा क्या है, और वो अपने में रागादि दशा में ओतप्रोत हो गए हैं. He is engrossed in his own rag state. He doesn't know what's the nature of the soul free from rag. This is kuguru we are talking, kuguru, because we are talking false, wrong faith, acquired wrong faith. Grahit mithya darshan we are talking, grahit mithya darshan, and we are seeing nature of kuguru. Kuguru किसको कहेंगे? जिसको रागादि भाव से आत्मा अलग है, वो ज्ञान नहीं है. Yes, go ahead. Question? No. Sorry. One who believes such false preacher is also wrong believer. ऐसा जो कुगुरु है वो भी मिथ्यात्वी है, क्योंकि उसमें रागादि स्टेट है. One who believes such false preacher means, if I believe such false preacher, then I'm also a wrong believer. False preacher will say, for example, come to me, I'll give you some mantra and you'll get $1 million. You'll get success in your business. Remember those people do that Vastu thing, Vastu. You must be familiar, right? Vastu. So they will come in your office and say, no, it has to be in certain directions only. Wait, what difference does it make whether that door on that office is on the east or west or north or south? It's a door is a door. And you think मैंने वास्तु से मेरी ऑफिस बनाई तो मेरी ऑफिस सक्सेसफुल होगी? How many times it has happened? Show it to me. I'll give you one example. Yeah, my own example. 1973, December, I was in New Jersey. It was extreme cold. December month is cold. 10 o'clock night, I'm supposed to go from New Jersey to New York, and then from New York at 12 midnight, I'm going to take the bus to go to Rochester to give my interview for medical internship. I was at my friend's place. He said, Kirit, I'm going to drop you to the bus station. He took his car out of garage. When he came to the road, a black cat passed by. Honest to goodness, these are the facts I'm telling. Black cat passed by. So he reversed and he says, this is the first time you are going for interview and black cat is a bad omen. So he reversed that one. He went from another street. With my luck, another black cat came. Maybe it's the same black cat came. I don't know. He reversed that one. He tried to go to 3rd street. Black cat again passed by. And these are honest to goodness, this is an honest story I'm telling you. And I said, Mayank, please go. That black cat is nothing, it's not going to do any good or bad to me. If something bad is going to happen to me, it's because it happened to me by myself only. Forget about black cat. We went through. Went to the bus station, went to New York, went in the long distance bus and everything. Next day morning went to Rochester, gave the interview, and they offered me internship. And then I came, but Rochester was extreme cold place, so I wanted to stay in New York area. So I went with my friend to New York and said, hey, listen, I have a place available in Rochester. Would you give me place here in New York? And they gave me residency in New York. Was the black cat was the reason? If some preacher said that black cat is a bad omen or number 13 is a bad omen, तेरा नंबर या तो ब्लैक कैट तेरा नसीब को तेरा तो कम नसीब लाएगी तेरे लिए. अरे क्या पर द्रव्य तेरे पर राज करेगा? तू चैतन्य आत्मा. पर द्रव्य एक कोई वही कैट तेरा कार्य तेरा बुरा कर सकती है. तू ऐसा जो कोई कैसा ऐसे इस तरह का उपदेश जो कोई देते हैं तो ये फॉल्स प्रीचर है. उसको फॉलो करने वाले भी मिथ्यात्वी है. मैं उसको फॉलो करूंगा तो मिथ्यात्वी. तो नाउ टुडे लेट मी आस्क समबडी हियर इन द क्लास. हेमलता और किरण और प्रशांत इज देयर और देयर आर अदर पीपल आर देयर इन द टेम्पल. Suppose black cat passes in front of you, what would you do? Would you stop? Tell me, what will you do? Unmute and tell me, what will you do?
No, we will carry on.
क्योंकि जो तू गुरुदेव का सच्चा शिष्य है तो ऐसे कोई अपसुकन होता नहीं है. तेरा अपसुकन तू तेरे में अपने से ही करता है. अपने आत्मा अपने से राग द्वेष करता है वो अपसुकन है और अपने में स्थिर होगा वो सुकन है. तो जो उपदेश देता है कि पर तरफ दृष्टि करेगा, ऐसा करेगा, ऐसा तावीज बांधेगा, ऐसे ही दोहरा धागा करेगा तो तेरा कल्याण होगा. कोई कल्याण होने वाला नहीं है. तो ये एक फॉल्स टीचर की बात हो रही है. द फॉल्स प्रीचर इज लाइक अ स्टोन बोट. द he sinks with the boat, and if I'm sitting with that, I'm also drowning with that in the transmigratory ocean. So this is a false teacher. Then it says false teacher does not have self-realization. The one false teacher who is talking about material gain or loss. You know, last weekend we did Bhaktamar Vidhan in the temple. In Bhaktamar Vidan there is a 45th stanza. किसी को मालूम है 45th stanza क्या है? कोई बताएगा मुझे? भक्तामर की 45th stanza में क्या आता है? कोई बताएगा? Can you unmute and just tell me? Zoom people can unmute and talk. Prashant, Kiran, Hemlata, iPhone, unmute and talk to me. 45 stanza भक्तामर की मालूम है क्या आता है उसमें? हाँ बोलो, टेम्पल में से बोलो. इसमें आता है कि जो तू 45th स्टांजा का रटन करेगा तो तेरा दर्द दूर हो जाएगा. तेरा पेट का दर्द, शरीर का दर्द, कैंसर का दर्द, हार्ट का दर्द, सब कुछ दूर हो जाएगा. क्या वो रटन करने से शरीर का दर्द दूर हो जाएगा? वो भक्तामर का मंत्र है और ये तेरा शरीर है. दो अलग अलग द्रव्य है तो एक द्रव्य दूसरा द्रव्य का कार्य करेगा. अरे उसमें इतना कहा है, उसका भाव इतना है कि जब तू 45th स्टांजा, अरे भक्तामर की कोई भी स्टांजा करेगा, हृदय से करेगा, हृदयगस करेगा, तू आत्मा में लीन हो जाएगा तो तेरे विभाव का नष्ट हो जाए, तेरे विभाव नष्ट हो जाएंगे. तेरा विभाव अनादि का संसार का जो तेरा रोग है वो दूर हो जाएगा. इस तरह से देखने का है, फिजिकल एलिमेंट के लिए नहीं देखने का है. So Bhaktamar 45th stanza says, if you recite that and if you do certain way, then you can have your disease go away. That means if Bhaktamar 45 stanza can remove my disease. केवली भगवान ने क्या देखा था मेरे केवल ज्ञान में? केवली भगवान ने केवल ज्ञान में मेरे लिए क्या देखा था कि उसको अभी हार्ट का प्रॉब्लम है, डायबिटीज का प्रॉब्लम है, उसको कैंसर दे दो और ये टाइम पर वो मरेगा. उसकी ऐसी पर्याय आने वाली है. जो पर्याय फिक्स है तो क्या भक्तामर का मंत्र वो उसको बदल देगा? नहीं होगा. हाँ, तू भक्तामर का रटन करेगा और आत्मलक्षी होकर रटन करेगा, आत्मा में स्थिर होगा तो तेरा विभाव भाव का नष्ट होने वाला है, तेरे स्वभाव भाव की प्राप्ति होने वाली है, सम्यक दर्शन की प्राप्ति होने वाली है. 45th stanza of Bhaktamar simply reciting does not take your disease away, but when you are having that stanza or whole Bhaktamar, when you do with your keeping your soul in the center and you just give up your vibhav dasha, rag, dvesh, krodh, man, maya, lobh, mithyatva, ajnan, when you remove that one, then you get the internal peace. That is done because of yourself only. So don't go in the wrong assumptions of such type of thing. People have done PhD in 45th stanza of Bhaktamar and they give lecture all over the world how to cure your disease. मेरे आत्मा का मिथ्यात्व का डिजीज दूर करना है और आप मेरे शरीर की व्याधि को दूर करने के लिए निकले हैं. नहीं होगा. तो भक्तम और PhD वाले भी मर जाएंगे. So that person, false preacher doesn't have self-realization. सम्यक दर्शन नहीं है. He believes to be a religious person only blindly following rituals, kriya jad. One time I was in Ahmedabad, one place I went in one temple. Then it was Ayambil temple. You know Ayambil. In Shwetambar system they do Ayambil. means to eat without any greasy food or sugar or salt, etc., whatever, So it was written, if you do one, if you think about coming to the temple, you get punya for one upvas. You start coming to the temple, 5 upvas punya. If you just come down to the temple and pray to the Lord, 50 upvas punya. If you do this thing, you have that many upvas punya, and this and that. Whole list was there. तो क्या मैं पुण्य के लिए उपवास करता हूँ? उपवास का अर्थ क्या है? उपवास की डेफिनेशन क्या है? उप यानी कि पास में, और वास यानी कि रहना। आत्मा के पास रहने का नाम उपवास है। इस तरह से जो तू उपवास करेगा तो इम्पोर्टेंट है। नहीं तो गुरुदेव श्री कहते हैं कि शरीर को तूने आज खाना नहीं दिया, तो शरीर को खाना नहीं मिला, आत्मा को क्या फायदा हुआ? तो जो क्रिया जो रिचुअल्स में ही तुझे कहते पीपल insist on rituals, only blind rituals only. I will ask everybody in the class, follow the rituals, but ask, why do I do these rituals? Why do I come to the temple on Das Lakshan Parva every day and do puja and abhishek, etc.? Ask the question. Ask the question. Rituals is not wrong, but understanding the reason for the rituals and then do it, that is important. एक गुरु, I'll tell the story in Hindi. एक गुरुजी, उनका स्वाध्याय होने वाला था, टाइम होने वाला था, और वो जो व्यवस्थापक लोग, दे आर इन ट्रबल, दे आर रनिंग हियर एंड देयर एंड दे डोंट नो व्हाट टू डू। किसी ने बोला, भाई क्या प्रॉब्लम क्या है? बोला, कैट कैट कैट। गुरुजी का स्वाध्याय होने वाला कि कैट का क्या है? नहीं, कैट चाहिए हमको, कैट चाहिए, कैट चाहिए। ओके, समहाउ दे गॉट अ कैट। बिल्ली को बांध दिया, गुरुजी का उपदेश चालू हुआ। तो आप जैसा कोई बैठा होगा, उसने बोला, अरे ये कैट का क्या महत्व है? गुरुजी ने बोला, हमारे गुरु ने बताया है इसलिए कैट रखा है। तो ये स्टूडेंट इंक्विजिटिव था, तो वो गुरुजी के गुरु पास गया, ये कैट का क्या महत्व है? हमारे गुरु ने बताया था, हमारे गुरु ने बताया था। इस तरह से जाते 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 वो प्रथम गुरु पद तक पहुंचा, जिन्होंने कैट का वो प्रोग्राम चालू किया था। तो स्टूडेंट बोले कि ये कैट का क्या प्रॉब्लम है? अरे वो अभी भी यूज करते हैं। हाँ साहब यूज करते हैं। अरे भैया, हम मंदिर में लेक्चर देते थे, और मंदिर में वो हिंदू मंदिर में वो गणपति को लड्डू चढ़ाते थे, तो बहुत रैट्स आते थे। तो रैट्स न आए इसलिए हमने कैट रखा था, इसलिए हमारा स्वाध्याय आराम से हो सके, इसलिए हमने कैट को बांधने का कहा था। तो ये प्रणालिका चालू हो गई, मगर क्यों क्यों क्यों? अभी कोई रैट नहीं है, कुछ नहीं। तो इस तरह से जो तू ब्लाइंड रिचुअल्स करेगा, that is bad, it's useless. So these are the things we have to learn. He takes pride in such blind ritualistic act. आज मैंने उपवास किया है, I have done 10 उपवास in 10 Lakshan Mahaparva. Okay, so what? Just because you kept yourself hungry doesn't mean that you did upvas. one time a child, one of the younger kid in our town, in our Jain center, he had done 8 upvas during Paryushan. On 6th upvas, I met him. I said, "How is everything going?" "Uncle, भूख तो बहुत लगती है." हमने बोला 2 दिन बाकी है, बाद में तो तुझे, हाँ मैं, आई एम वेटिंग फॉर द फूड, आई एम वेटिंग. I had one of my friend, she did 8 days of upvas. And then she calls me after 8 days of upvas and says, "Kiritbhai, you know what I did? आज मेरा पारना हो गया और सबसे पहले मैं जाके लॉस एंजलिस में थे, सबसे जाके पहले मैंने बाहर जाके पानी पूरी खा ली. वो मुझे 8 दिन से पानी पूरी का लत लगा था." क्या ये तेरा उपवास है? ये ब्लाइंड रिचुअल्स है. These are a blind ritualistic thing. When you are continue doing this kind of thing, this is not going to be helpful to you at all. He believes he has given up something and that's why he is separate from others. I have done upvas, you guys are eating. I have done 10 upvas, you have done only 1 or 2 ekasan. I'm separate from you. I'm better than you. Gosh, how many stories I'm going to tell you today. I met one of my friend in Los Angeles and he said, "Kiritbhai, there was one dignitary came from India." I'm not going to give all the details, but some details I'll give you. So the dignitary said he can get energy from outside sources and he doesn't need food. My friend said he was staying at my home and that so-called saint was passing through the kitchen. My friend said he has seen this saint picked up laddu and ate the laddu. Outside, when he comes and says, "I'm getting energy from outside sources, I don't need to eat food." Are these people called guru or kuguru? You tell me. So beware of such kuguru. So what it says over here? Antarragadi dare je bahar dhan ambar te sane. Stanza 9, second line. Now we are talking about कुदेव. कुदेव में क्या कहते हैं? There are 2 types of possessions: internal possessions and external possessions. Internal possession, wrong belief, increase of attachment, aversion, or internal possessions. मिथ्यात्व, राग द्वेष मेरा आंतरिक परिग्रह है. परिग्रह 2 प्रकार के, अंतरंग, बहिरंग. अंतरंग परिग्रह में राग द्वेष मिथ्यात्व, क्रोध मान माया लोभ ये सब आ जाएंगे. In external possessions, clothes, utensils, gold, silver, house, money, etc. are external possessions. So there are 2 types of possessions. Remember, you have gold, clothes, utensils, computer, silver, house, money. It's okay to have it, but when you have attachment and when you take pride about it, "Oh, look at my house, it's the best on the street. Look at the amount of money I have, 10 million rupees I have it." Remember, Gurudev Sri gives example, Bangalore people, you already know this example very well. Gurudev Sri gives example of Babutmal Bhandari ji, where you are sitting in a temple right now. That temple, the creator is Babutmal Bhandari ji. Champala and Ramesh Bhai, they are their sons right now. They are
Uncle,
also very devotee. Yes.
Uncle, so actually it's not this temple, it's the Bada Mandir which is by them.
Bada
Uh,
Mandir.
हाँ,
Bada.
Bada Mandir. This Mandir was 25 years later
Okay.
by one of them who was the creator of that temple, Sri Manubhai Seth. He did this one.
This Manubhai.
Uh,
Okay, all right. Okay. So this is a Panch Balyati temple over here, right?
right.
Okay, okay. Now, so I'm taking Bada Mandir. Gurudev ji give example of Sri Bhabutmal Bhandari ji. Gurudev ji several times he has given example. He said Bhabutmal ji, he was over here in the Songarh, and he liked discourses so much that instead of staying for a couple of days or whatever, he stayed for 10, 15 days. Now, he also was in the business on some wholesale iron business or whatever,
Steel, steel this.
steel business, yeah. And he just got so engrossed in Gurudev's Tattva Gyan and everything. So he said, yeah, I'm supposed to go back, and there is a market is up and down and everything, and I have to unload steel and all kind of thing. But he said, forget about those things. I am now getting so much experience about my eternal soul and everything. So he stayed there. After 2-3 weeks or month or whatever, he went back to Bangalore. And suddenly he realized that steel prices within that 1 month time skyrocketed. Remember, he didn't do anything, right? Skyrocketed. And he earned lots of money. So he said, because I earned so much money, I would like to make a temple out of it. And so at that time, Gurudev Ji says, 12 lakh rupiya unhone diya. 12 lakhs rupees he donated. Somebody else also donated, and that Bada Mandir came in existence. Beautiful, beautiful temple. I have visited that one time when I was in Bangalore. I have visited your Panch Balyati temple also, and both the temple, beautiful temple there. And Champalal and Ramesh Bhai, they both are my good friends too. And Ashank and everybody, they are friends too. Anyway, so to have money and everything, you don't become greedy about it. He got the money and he said, I'm going to donate for temple. So not only me will get benefit, but next generation. And today, hundreds and thousands of devotees get benefit from the temple. So to have possession is not a big deal. It is तेरा पुण्य कर्म के उदय से तुझे कुछ मिला है बस. Steel prices went up only because of his punya karma ka uday. He did not do anything specific thing about it. So he did not have any possessions to those things. That's why one can have this thing not to have affinity to that. You should have all charity idea in your mind. So when you have that kind of external possessions that you can try to go away, then internal possession, mithyatva, rag, dvesh, they will also start, you can start working on that. So these are the types of possessions we have it. The 14 numbers over here, 11 number over here, total 25 types of possessions. That will be your homework. You find it out, or find it out from Akshita Didi. What are those 14 internal possessions and 11 are external possessions, and total 25 different possessions. I have to try to get rid of those things. Now, he has not accepted the true nature of the passionless omniscient. Now we are talking about us, that we have so much possessions in our side, internal, external, that I have not understood तीर्थंकर भगवान नेचर, तीर्थंकर भगवान का क्या नेचर है मुझे मालूम नहीं है. He is in a vikalp dasha. Vikalp, now this vikalp word is very important to understand. We'll talk in both the languages. It's extremely important word. Vikalp dasha, vikalp dasha, vikalp dasha. When I'm looking something, when I see this pen, this is a pen. That's a knowledge. My soul end up knowing this is pen, period. That's it. But now this is my pen. When I put mindness, that is a vikalp dasha started there. Any kind of thought process you have it, good or bad, that's called vikalp dasha. Vikalp dasha is the reflective thought is a scriptural name for thought process. Thought process is a vernacular language and reflective thought is a spiritual word. You should get used to this word. Any kind of thought process you have is called vikalp dasha. I sit down first thing in the morning and say, I'm the soul, I'm the soul, I'm the pure soul, I'm the pure soul, I'm the powerful soul, I'm the blissful soul, I'm not the body, body is separate from me, body is non-living, I'm living. This kind of thought process is called vikalp dasha. This kind of thought process is called reflective thoughts. You are not thinking anything else except for the soul only, but still it's called reflective thoughts. And when there is reflective thought, there is rag associated with that. So even though you are doing meditation, so-called meditation right now, you are in an isolated place, you are in a quiet place, you are just thinking only about soul, but still is called vikalp dasha, and as long as you are in mithyatva dasha, it is associated with rag. हिंदी में जो कुछ तू सोचता है, कुछ भी सोच तेरे में आती है, वो सभी सोच को यहाँ विकल्प कहा गया, विकल्प कहा गया. तू मेडिटेशन में तू जो 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 सब लोग सब बोलते हैं, सब बोलते हैं ध्यान, मैं ध्यान में बैठा हूँ, ध्यान में बैठा. ध्यान क्या है? अरे ध्यान कुछ नहीं है. जो 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 तूने पढ़ा था वो उसका तू रिसाइटेशन करता है. मैं गायक हूँ, मैं आत्मा हूँ, मैं शुद्ध हूँ, मैं बुद्ध हूँ, मैं चैतन्य हूँ, मैं अविनाशी हूँ, मैं शरीर नहीं हूँ, शरीर अजीव है, आत्मा जीव है. ऑल दोज थिंग्स आर कॉल्ड, ये सभी को विकल्प दशा कही जाएगी. और विकल्प दशा होती है वहाँ राग होता है. विकल्प दशा होती है वहाँ राग होता है. और राग है वहाँ राग दशा है, यहाँ वीतरागता नहीं है. राग है वहाँ वीतरागता नहीं है. राग है वहाँ अरागी दशा नहीं है. अरागी दशा को सम्यक दर्शन कहेंगे. तो क्या तुझे विकल्प करते 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 सम्यक दर्शन हो जाएगा? राग विकल्प दशा में राग है और सम्यक दर्शन अरागी दशा कहाँ है? तो राग करते करते अराग होगा. गुरुदेव जी कहते हैं लहसुन खाता है और बोलता है कि मुझे अमृत का ओडकार चाहिए. क्या हो सकता है? नहीं. तो ये तेरी विकल्प दशा, ये समझना पड़ेगा तुझे. When reflective thought process is there, that means it's associated with rag, and samyak darshan is non-rag state. Samyak darshan is aragi state. So by doing rag, you can't get aragi dasha. So that should be understood. So I'm doing all the reflective thoughts, I'm doing meditation, I'm doing contemplation. It means, okay, there are processes, but that does not give you samyak darshan. Samyak darshan is way beyond. He believes to have gain in the reflective thought process. By reflective the thought process, he thinks that he is gaining something more and more. Externally he may be a naked monk, but internally he has wrong belief. Such type of a person who is only in reflective thought process, he may become externally naked monk, but he still has a wrong belief internally. बाहर से जो विकल्प से निर्विकल्प दशा तरफ नहीं गया है, तो वो बाहर में नग्न दिगंबर मुनि भी हो गया, मगर आंतरिक शुद्धि नहीं हुई है, आत्मा की अनुभूति नहीं हुई है, तो उसको द्रव्यलिंगी मुनिराज कहा जाएगा, उसको मिथ्या दस्त्री जीव कहा जाएगा. ये मेरा शब्द नहीं है, ये आचार्य भगवंतों का शब्द है, ये समैसा का शब्द है, कुन आचार्य देव के शब्द है. Someone believes to be a true monk with clothes on. Abhi, this is naked monk, but internally there is no purity, so he is in the wrong belief. But someone think that I am a true monk with the clothes on. How can you have clothes and you can be called Muni to start with? So, if anybody with the who can have a he has changed his he changed his worldly clothing and took monastery outfit, they are not called monk. They are also wrong believer. This one Gurudev Sri emphasized extremely hardly. And that's why Gurudev was extremely unpopular amongst other sects of Jainism. Those sadhu or sadhvi who have clothes on, they will say, Gurudev Kanji Swami is a crazy guy. No, Gurudev Sri was telling the truth. So if somebody with the clothes on, if I change my clothes today, I make my beard go long and long hair and everything, and I just put monastic outfit, white clothes or whatever, and then you will just say, oh my God, these are very, very important personalities over here. Internally, I am the same guy. The one who is talking now is the same guy will be talking later on, but outfit is changed and now you got impressed. Do not, I repeat, do not get impressed by such personalities. In the system of path to liberation in Jainism, there are only 3 external marks are noted for one to be a true teacher. अभी ट्रू टीचर की बात चल रही है, सुगुरु की बात चल रही है. Who is a true teacher? Then 3 points Gurudev Sri is mentioning. Gurudev Sri in Chhadhaala Pravachan, he has mentioned these 3 things. A monk means a naked monk who has no external, means no possession, no clothes, no nothing. And also internal possessions. Means he is without rag, dvesh and moh. Remember? external possessions, house, clothes, money, etc., and internal possession, wrong faith, influence of attachment, influence of aversion, rag, dvesh, etc. So, if monk who has no external or internal possessions, he is called Bhavlingi Muniraj. This is one of the mark for the true teacher. True teacher. Now, you are going to raise the question: how do I know who is a Bhavlingi Muniraj and who is Dravyalingi Muniraj? Valid question. Question has to be there in your mind. If you go to diamond shop today, would you be able to discriminate the true diamond from zirconia to the lab grown diamond? Can you distinguish those things? No, because you have no knowledge about it. But the jeweler, he is expert and he understands what's a true diamond, what's a zirconia diamond, what's a lab grown diamond, because he has studied the diamond industry. He's an expert in diamond industry. That's why he can find it out what is right diamond. Similarly, to understand who is the true monk, one has to have eligibility. You and me have to have eligibility criteria, so that we have well studied, and now we can make that discriminative distinction between true monk and false monk. So, true monk, Bhavlingi Muniraj. Second thing, the householder on the fifth spiritual development stage, the restrained conduct at 10th and 11th stage, the Darshan Pahut stanza 18. See next slide for 11th Pratima. This is the householder. Who is a householder? There is a householder who is on a fifth Gunsthanak. On fifth Gunsthanak, there are 11 Pratimas are there. 11 stages are there. So one who is on 10th and 11th stage, then that householder can be a true teacher. We'll talk more about this 11th Pratima in next slide, next class and everything. Right now, you just said 10th and 11th Pratima, that householder is a true teacher. And third one, a female mendicant means Arika Mata. So these are three teachers only are called true teachers. Everybody else are not called true teachers. So, anyone who believes anyone with any other external mark as true teacher is having wrong faith. So now question comes, can I say Gurudev Kanji Swami is true teacher or not? That's a question will come to you. Here they did not say fourth Gunsthana, they say fifth Gunsthana, and that to 10th and 11th stage on. And this is Gurudev's pravachan. Gurudev has spoken about it. Well, Gurudev is Samyak Drashti Jeev. He's a self-realized person. He has, without any prejudice, he gave discourses to us. He had no... Have you seen where Gurudev used to live? In this picture that you are seeing over here, let me stop share over here right now. This picture that you are seeing, these are Swadhyay hall, and this side, there is one small room, 8 by 10 feet small room. Gurudev stayed there. He was not staying in an air-conditioned place, huge place with a big Dunlop pillow, cot and everything, and no shower, no bathroom, no shower. This he stayed here in this room. He 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 stayed in his life as a true monk, and he described everything to us. He taught everything to us. So to me, he is a true guru. Even though in the previous slide, Gurudev himself said the true gurus are only Bhavlingi Muniraj or Shravak on 10th or 11th Pratima or Arika Mata. But to me, he is my true guru because I have seen him working. I have seen his life. I have seen his dedication. I have seen how simple he lived in his life. That's a sign of a true teacher. So, here we will stop over here and then we'll continue next week. Any questions so far? Any questions, any suggestions, comments?
एक क्वेश्चन है दोस्तों.
हाँ बोलो. Yeah, question you said?
Yeah, I have got one question.
Please.
In the beginning, you told about the Vastu, regarding Vastu, that if we go for Vastu, then it is a
Yeah.
Mithya Darshan, that is Grahit Mithya Darshan. But in
Mhm.
today's world, in the construction line, we have seen that everybody is going for Vastu, that is only for scientific reason, not for any bad, any bad, I mean, you can understand that it is only for scientific reason we are going for Vastu. So is
Okay.
it a Grahit Mithya Darshan or what?
Remember, if internally, let's say I'm the builder or I'm buying a block and everything, right? And I said, oh yeah, scientifically sun has to come this way and that way and everything. So and the windows has to be certain way. So there is a cross ventilation, etc. That's one thing. But deep within me, if I say, if I don't do Vastu, something wrong can happen. So yeah. If you do scientifically, I believe that, no problem. So if in my own mind I have a conflicting thought process in my mind, then it's a wrong faith. If you want to do scientific reason, go for it. There is nothing wrong. But over here, if you are just, if deep within you have that fear sitting, you means person, I mean anybody, then it's a wrong belief. It's a wrong belief. Just do it. It's okay. There is nothing wrong. If you want to do it, if you are constructing and you want to do certain way, your place to be, but then only if you just say, no, because of Vastu guy also said that, oh yeah, we approve this one, then this is wrong belief. This is what my understanding is, okay? If somebody believes other way, it's okay, as long as I know what is right, that is important. I had one of my cousin in Bombay. He believed in Vastu so much that he already was in the flat in Bombay, and Bombay life and everything, just like Bangalore downtown life, there's a small place and everything. And then there is a one door that you are coming out of the elevator, and door comes, and his door is so crooked. You to enter through the kitchen to the bedroom, whatever. Why? Because Vastu Shastra people say it. So I broke my main entrance and then I made it this way. So these are the things that you have to consider, that these are wrong faith. These are wrong faith. Definitely. Gurudev Sri will say wrong faith, 100%. Mithyatva bolenge. But if you say, I'm doing it for scientific reason, that's okay. But if you deep within, if you say, Vastu also gave approval, and scientific reason is there, so let's do it. Then you are, then that person is doing the playing game in his own mind with his own soul. That's all it is, I mean. So I mean, how will I know what is my thought process? How will you know what is my thought process? So only I will know what is my thought process. So that's what I mean, right? Okay. Just to make a point that do not believe external thing. That was a main point. Take home point was outside thing. That black cat will not make my life miserable. If you just do only for Vastu purpose, it will not do any good or bad to you. That's it. Right? Does it make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Any other questions?
None from the temple. Anybody online with any questions? You can unmute yourself. आप unmute करके पूछ सकते हो. No questions, sir. I think we'll proceed with Jinwani Stuti.
Okay. All right. You want to start or you want me to do it? You want
निज
to take it from
निधि निज में बताई यह अनंत उपकार है इसके लिए जिन वाणी माँ को वंदना शत बार है वंदना शत बार है
9 times.
9 बार नमस्कार मंत्र
તુલસી અનંતાનંદ સિદ્ધ પરમેષ્ઠી ભગવંતોનો જય હો. ઋષભવાદી વિરાંતે ચતુર્વિંશ તીર્થંકર ભગવંતોનો જય હો. સિમંદરાદી 20 વિમન તીર્થંકર ભગવંતોનો જય હો. મહાવિદ્ય ક્ષેત્રમાંથી સિમંદ સ્વામીના સંદેશા લાવીને हम सब के तारणहार परम कृपाळु श्री कुंकुनाचार्य देव इत्यादि सर्व आचार्य भगवंतोनो जय हो. परोपकारी अध्यात्म मूर्ति श्री गुरुदेव श्री कांजी स्वामी नो जय हो. प्रसन्न मूर्ति भगवती मात नो जय हो. धन्य एकावतारी श्रीमद राजचंद्र देव नो जय हो. जिन मुखोद्भवा जिनवाणी मात नो जय हो. जय हो. सनातन दिगंबर जैन धर्म नो जय हो. जय जिनेन्द्र.
जय जिनेन्द्र सर.
We'll meet next weekend, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.